Weyland-Yutani provided a jar of it, but never said where they got it from. Now I know it was from those ruins you found. The animals we used pathogen on got faster, stronger, more durable, but crazy aggressive too. The company wanted financially viable mutations. When Administrator Bellows arrived, he had pathogen tested on xenomorphs, and that's when everything went off the rails. That was the lab's consensus theory. Genetically engineered nanobiotech, definitely artificial, unbelievably complex. Way beyond any technology they'd seen. Someone designed it to do what it does. Someone a hell of a lot smarter than us. Well, I'm an anthropologist, so anything I tell you I got secondhand. I may not remember it right. The team had 2 xenobiologists. Cruz thought pathogen unraveled the telomeres in DNA, then swapped around sections of code. And Pryor thought it activated alleles and non-coding DNA. They couldn't figure out why mutations weren't 100% consistent. It was Etienne who came up with the theory that pathogen can blend the host's DNA with that of viruses or bacteria in their body. Never. Matthews thought its ability to enter cells was blocked or inhibited by polysaccharides, cell walls, like in plant or fungal life. Animal species never have cell walls, at least none we've seen. That's been true on every planet we've surveyed. We didn't get a choice. Bellows put his own synths in charge of security. He had xenoeggs. He could have done whatever he wanted with us. If it makes any difference, the last surviving pathogen experiment was Monica. The gray-striped xeno you killed on Katanga. We never found a way to safely dispose of it. Critters mutated by it we could kill. Pathogen itself? I don't know. The safest thing is to leave it in those jars. They're pretty tough. Sure, you gotta be busy. Anytime you want to talk about pathogen or...
If you've got a Weyland-Yutani weapon and anything not on the racks, I can pull out of Cargo 4. If I didn't keep the ship's stores balanced, all requisitions come with free cornbread. I got an assload piled in the back. Nobody eats that shit.
An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do. Get aboard, shut it down, by any means necessary.
Cynthia's final orders were to prepare Asset Zero, the alien ship, for activation.
Activated for what?
Nothing good. Fireteam, get aboard and stop it.
Pathogen jars.
They dangerous?
Only if opened. We couldn't dent the casing.
Signal's closing! They're unknown. What the fuck were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
Fireteam, those aren't people. Doc, I really hope that wasn't nobody you knew. There's more! Pivot to engage!
Port station ready.
Fucking hell, how many are there? Secure. Let's find a way aboard that monster.
Attention. Asset Zero preparing for dispatch. Program destination. Biolab 14. Gateway Station. Earth orbit.
Earth? Fuck. What's this?
Hold steady. Merely a scan.
For what?
Insufficient data, but it appears you passed.
Alright, how can we stop this thing? Options, people.
Cynthia's remnants are likely to have a control center.
Movement! The little bag things! Let's move, before this thing floats off. There's likely more weird critters.
Bypassing damage.
Rearming. Patching up. All right, 8 ticks.
Guess the mutants don't like synths.
Might you access that one's short-term memory?
Signal's closing! Big tracker return, but indistinct.
What's required? Station ready. Station ready.
grabbing ammo.
Synth data received. Analyzing recent pathing.
The Leon Stalker. That was native life. Big cat, Jesus. Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core.
Hijo de puta. I know an ammo magazine when I see one.
Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up. Cynthia left a hologram on in here. Mutants, watch both ends!
Sentry deployed.
Bypassing death. Bypassing death.
Attention. Power gravity drive equilibrium in progress. Capacitors charging. Objective. Mutagen sample returned. Priority 1.
More of those abominations!
Ugh, I'll get those bastards for this.
Incoming! Icy nuggets! Secure. Resume advance.
There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
Mierda, Cynthia's team cannibalized one of their own?
Rearming.
The exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
Got more pathogen! Clear them out!
station.
Bypassing deck.
The door encryption is complex.
Grabbing ammo.
There are other synthetics nearby. If one has an intact memory core, I may be able to reconstruct the cipher.
There's a stalker in the room! That one's too damaged. That one's too damaged.
Rearming.
I'm gonna call that one a negative.
Core stability confirmed. Stand by.
Movement below. Heading to you.
Port station ready.
How many people did Wayland have in here?
I have reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper door, over where you entered.
Charge for transit to Gateway Station. Wayland Yutani, Biolab 14.
Is this something we can mess with?
No, the controls are locked.
Get us to whatever passes for engineering. We'll take out the power, stop it from lifting off.
I just want to say, if you could not blow the ship up.
Right, important to science or history or whatever. We'll do our best, Doc.
The files from the synthetic call this room vitality of it to grow.
Okay.
Idiomatically, energy capacitors.
Grabbing ammo.
Access the control instrumentality.
Nice! An 8K. Sentry gun ready.
On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells.
She means shoot this shit on the side.
Ah, I see. A 17% reduction in power flow. There must be more capacitors.
Take out those other two. Stalker in the room, somewhere.
Assistance required.
Mutants from all over.
Bypassing damage.
Capacitor down.
Power buildup slowed 50%.
Don't see any more capacitors.
There is another instrumentality at the far end. Enter the sequence. Gold, protective, withdraw.
Rearming.
There, two more to either side.
Sentry's ready to go.
believe the alien ship will fly again.
We'll keep a garrison aboard anyway. Thing's half alive. Just our luck if it heals itself, too.
Grabbing ammo.
Set us down in that hangar. Fireteam, prep for extract. Beers are on me.
I put you in for a commendation, but we ain't got one for grounding a 4,000-year-old alien ship. Cynthia loaded that thing with an assload of pathogen and was sending it toward Earth. Could be Weyland-Yutani would have recovered it safe and handled it all responsible like. Yeah, I can't say that with a straight face. Yo, fuck the company. We're setting a perimeter around the ship. Too early to tell if it'll hold. There's a lot of mutants and Xenos down there. Palace Station, the main part where Hanukkah worked, is still infested. But no sign of the Queen yet. Gracias a Dios. That ain't our problem. Yet. We gotta deal with the Katanga hive. Listen up. There's a Xeno Queen on Katanga, laying eggs. Colonel Ship says we gotta destroy the refinery. But the problem is, Endeavor, she ain't got the firepower. Katanga's a whole damn city in space. We could incinerate chunks, but we ain't got enough heavy ordnance for it all. So here's the deal. We're gonna overload the refinery's fusion plant. That's gotta be done from a control center at the heart of the hive.
I hoped we would have an opportunity to speak again. When you disabled Cynthia, she made several cryptic statements. In retrospect, I believe she was attempting to warn us of the dangers within the engineer ruins. Weyland-Yutani would have installed programmatic blocks on her ability to discuss the subject. The best she could do was dissuade us against further exploration. Cynthia defended Weyland-Yutani's investments on LV-895, yet her actions suggest a hesitance to directly engage us. At the end, she did not invoke profits, investments, or copyrights. She warned us of the danger the ruins presented. She specifically appealed to me and our shared purpose of protecting humans. That is the so-called zeroth law. Synthetic life forms may not take actions that create an existential risk to humanity, or, through inaction, permit humanity to face existential risk. The pathogen provokes unpredictable mutations. That alone constitutes a potential existential threat, but the pathogen is only the most obvious hazard. The LV-895 ruins are filled with technologies beyond our present knowledge. We do not understand their function. Likely, we do not yet comprehend all the scientific principles they are based on. Any attempt to interact with an engineered device risks terrible calamity. It appears our advance was the impetus for that. The level of decay in the former Weyland-Yutani staff suggests they were exposed after our initial contact with Cynthia. She infected them to prevent revelation of company secrets, and to hinder us from accessing the alien ship. These actions are consistent with the zeroth law of synthetics, which implies that some humans may be sacrificed if it is necessary to preserve humanity writ large. Please understand, I consider Cynthia's decisions abhorrent. Excusing them is not my intention. Colonel Ship dwells upon moments in her career she has been required to make similar choices, when she ordered Marines to their deaths to achieve a critical objective or preserve a... It must be left to future generations to judge the decisions made here today. True, Weyland-Yutani does not enjoy a reputation for altruism. That was not always the case. Peter Weyland, the company founder, was obsessed with furthering humanity's progress. He made long-term investments, the terraforming of Mars and the Heliades-class surveyors. I do not wish to imply the company has re-embraced Weyland's ideals. However, Palace Station was established... Consider, these ruins had been sealed for 4 millennia when Weyland-Yutani discovered them. There are obvious questions, which surely occurred to both Cynthia and the company. Where are the engineers? If they still exist, are they aware of humanity? If they're gone, what extinguished such an advanced culture? I will retain the briefing file for you. If you ever wish to review, you have but to inquire.